All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Waiting.
Check 55, Mike. You got double up.
82, 82.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Open man here is Gentry. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Check, check, lucky, lucky, lucky. Check, check, check.
Running with Howard. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm coming, I'm coming.
On first, they go right back to Howard. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Kill, kill, kill.
Sunday, Sunday.
Kill, kill, kill.
On 2nd down now, Gentry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Done. 180.
54, Mike.
You don't know no better.
Go,
go.
Flare, flare. Check safety, check safety.
Ram.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
57, come on. Let him know, let him know. Let him know.
80 weapons.
Patch it.
Ready?
On first down, Stevens. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. brought down by Nate Gehrig.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
22 jet bombers, 22 jet bombers. Check 25.
Check 99. Check 99. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Say go.
On second down, it's Stevens. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Let's go now. 10 logo.
Tight end rough.
Off play action. McKinley into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep.
But when the highlight is shown of this play, all attention is going to be on the person running with the football. But how about the group as a whole? Setting up that big-time return, yardage that we won't even account for in the box score, may help them win the game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming.
Five. Shoot.
Off the play fake. McKinley under pressure again, and down he goes again. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
He's checking crowd.
From the gun, McKinley flush to his right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch tight end. Hey. 4 down.
X3, 218, chopper.
Check 31. Check 24. Check.
Hey, stand. Here, shift. Recon, 132 fighter.
Out of the gun, this is Howard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. And on third down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back.
Kill.
Hey, Lou.
Wide, get wide.
Hey, ram.
Now Wentz. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
That's how we do it, baby.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Now it's Peterson. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
60 Pittsburgh.
What's tight? Tight ends what?
Hey, box truck.
We got three, fellas. We got 3.
Hey. Hey, Alpha. Get it.
Off play action. McKinley nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And this will be taken at the 13. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 1st down, Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
He's not going to get me. Hey, watch this.
Running from the gun with Howard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Go. 20.
Mike 5-4. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Watch the edge. Check three.
They'll run from the pistol with Howard. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. On the return is Peterson. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Ship! Watch the ship! Watch the ship! Hey, watch the ship! Watch the ship!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
You got 3, you got 3. 3 down, 3 down. Check that!
General West.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Nigel Bradham brings him down. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Hey, shoot. Go.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. And of course, we'll also take a look back at this first half.
Go, 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 go. Topper, Topper. Hey, wahoo. Hey, lock it. Hustle, hustle. Ready?
On 3rd down, McKinley, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Sunday.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They run with Howard. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10.
Tyson. Man 5-7.
Safety's creeping. He's coming.
He's 61. Matchbox lights.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Eagles 10, Cowboys 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. But now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Howard. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. The Eagles on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Shorty. Quick 5-7.
One set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Double dog.
Here, shift. Hey, other side. Solid.
Mike 50.
A give to Howard. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Right here.
Kill. Here, shift.
Low.
80 weapon.
Mike 55. Right there.
On the handoff, this is Howard. And an alley to run. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Right there.
Here, Pac-Man. 180.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Hey, kill.
Here, 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. I'm coming after you.
Wait, good.
Throwing on 2nd down. Wentz. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, this from 34. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. And that last field goal, number 400 for him in his NFL career. I don't know whether this will wind up a Hall of Fame career, but he's certainly been at the top of his profession for quite a while.
And that is without question, my man. One of the best kickers we've seen in the past decade or so. Big congratulations to him. Pretty nice round number.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. They're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Ready? Ready? Shoot!
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
X3, 218, chopper.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football. Oftentimes, we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Looking to throw. McKinley looking deep for Adams. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. Deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Yeah.
After that one.
Here in the third quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a fourth down play.
They'll run on first down. It's Stevens. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll keep it on the ground. Stevens. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Watch that in. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 3 down.
Ready?
Off the play fake. McKinley. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Howard. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On first down, it's Howard. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
55. Let's go. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike.
Hey, check. Sunday.
He's checking. Crash.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Don't go. 180.
Watch it, you got it. It's coming this way. Here we go.
On 3rd down, this is Howard. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
Here we go again. Kill. Check it back.
Lead 5-3.
Kill.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
36. Kill. Hey.
Black. Hey, Ford Tokyo. Hey, Orbit. Man 5-7. What's your touch?
Wentz going to go on 4th down. Got his man. It's Arcega right side. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Well, we looked at each other in surprise going for it on 4th down in the 4th quarter with a lead. But, hey, you get it as a coach. You look like a genius.
So the next time we see Coach, he's going to say, well, that's why I coach and that's why you guys talk up there, right? He had the guts to go ahead and go for it, and it paid off.
Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jordan Howard, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
54. Mike 54.
Two jet.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Hey, Haywood! Drop, rock it. Hit it.
To throw on second down, McKinley. Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Cameron Jordan, his second sack of the night.
60 Pittsburgh. Team six. Snap.
Throwing on third and long. McKinley. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. On fourth down, McKinley. He's going to fire one deep over. And got his man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. Back to throw. McKinley. And a dump off to White. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Here's a second and 7. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They head to the line facing a third and 7 following the incompletion on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. The 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game as his guys are back within a single score. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing it wrong.
Lefty, lefty.
Shift.
Pick the edge. Come.
Here.
Again to Howard running left. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
You got it.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Hey, nice 7.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 14-yard line.
He'll look to throw. It's caught here by Adams. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
61, match box light.
They'll run on first down. Stevens. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Back to throw. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 16 yards, a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Hey, dude.
Throwing after the interception, McKinley. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Forced out to his left. They don't find his target. Woods, it's complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season.